Welcome to our third day of our live stream recording series of Bravo and Blaze with Jenny Blaze. I'm trying to get closer to the mic because I know that's been an issue, but hopefully it's resolved. We are here to review Vanderpump Rules Season 11 Reunion Part 3. There is so much content that we're going to stick to reviewing the extended clips and the after show. If you are a podcast listener, you can see the visuals over here on YouTube. We also have an interactive live chat that you can join if you are able to join us during the live stream. For the next 3 weeks, we will be live streaming on weekdays at 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. The audio will be available wherever you get your podcasts. I see there's some people in here. Don't be shy. We have the interactive chat for you all to interact with each other and trauma bond from all of this Sandoval aftermath. If you are new here, where the hell have you been? Just kidding. Welcome. If you have been following along, you may know already that this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Be cool. Don't be all like uncool. I also want to give a reminder that we do not condone bullying of any kind. These are all just opinions. And like I said, a way for us to trauma bond from Sandoval. As a reminder, make sure you subscribe, follow, share, like, comment, leave a 5-star rating. Also, don't forget to check out our interviews with Peter Madrigal and Ann Maddox. Links are available in the show notes. In addition, make sure you are following us on social media at Bravo and Blaze. The Valley is obviously an extension of Vanderpump Rules. They even talked about Jax on the reunion. Like, they had a whole section about it last night. I thought that was kind of wild. But we're not going to cover The Valley today, but I have a separate review of The Valley up on Patreon. And for Instagram subscribers, join now so you can get that extra bonus content. I also covered the Baby Moon Mayhem episode from last week on yesterday's live stream. And hopefully we'll get to The Valley on Friday to catch up from last night. They are so messy. Jax is messy. But we got to see a different side of Danny and Nia last night. I'm not going to go into it, but we'll try to get to that because tomorrow we're going to cover the secrets revealed. I haven't even watched it yet because I've been too busy trying to consume all of what they've already given us. I mean, it's good for you guys that you can't smell me right now. Just kidding. I smell great all the time. Also, I want to promote a VPR panel that I was on with The Real Andy of Beverly Hills, Bravo Rex, Martinis with Eddie, and Andy's husband, Sebastian. Go check that out. The link is also in the show notes. Let's get into Vanderpump Rules from last night. It was the reunion part 3. The episode description is, the reunion comes to a stunning close when, for the first time, the cast watches the last minutes of the finale live on stage. Excuse me. Ariana breaks her no contact rule with Sandoval, leaving both in tears. Sheena defends her actions and suggests her rift with Ariana started well before this summer. Katie blames Sandoval for the downfall of her relationship with Schwarz. Lala doubles down on the comments she made during the season, leaving her friendships on life support. Oh, Prison Mike. There was too much Prison Mike, and you'll see there. Luckily, in the extended scenes, we didn't get much of her. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is turn off this ticker on the bottom because it's bothering me. Okay, first extended scene we got is James talking to Sandoval about the ultimate betrayal. Ultimate betrayal, mate. And I actually like this conversation. And if Alex Baskin and producer Jerry or Jeremiah, if they actually added more scenes like this into the season, then we probably wouldn't still dislike Sandoval as much. Because in this clip, Sandoval does like apologize, and he said he didn't feel like it was the ultimate betrayal, which I thought was a little bit extreme at the time. Like the ultimate betrayal obviously was to Ariana. But James, the way James explains it, and this is why I always see James's inner child. I can't help it, but James is talking about how he always looked up to Sandoval as kind of like a big brother. And, you know, like with little brother, I mean, I'm a little sister, but I know like younger siblings, I see it with my kids. They always want to like hang out with their older sibling. And I feel like that's kind of what James was trying to articulate. And also, we kind of see that too. Like he's always like desperately seeking approval from Sandoval, and like it's unexplainable because why? Who gives a crap about Sandoval? But for some reason, James sees him as kind of like a bigger brother. I think hopefully James is over that. But yeah, this scene was not too bad. I wish they kept it in. All right, what's next? Ugh, Warts. Warts explains why the Belmont has the best bathroom to poop. And I have to say, I feel like this is the first time we've seen Schwarz, or Warts, whatever you want to call him, really add value to this world. I will never forget that. I don't even know anything about the Belmont. I don't know where it is. I don't know if I'll ever go there. But if I do, this information is actually not bad to know. So thank you, Warts, for that contribution to society for the first time. Okay, this next extended scene.
Hey, Schwarz. Sheena finally seemed like...
Okay, so they touch on the release of Apples, Sheena's song Apples with the 27s. Andy asked Brock about him defending the worm, Tom Sandoval. And then also Ariana's feelings towards Brock because of that. And I didn't know this because I love Apples, the song. I'm actually allergic to raw apples in real life, but not apple pies. If they're cooked, I can eat them. But anyways, I love this song, and I was surprised how many people dislike it. I feel like it's so catchy that you can't help but like it. And Sheena is right about that. She keeps saying it, and I 100% agree. It gives off Scotty Doesn't Know vibes from Euro Trip. Scotty doesn't know, Scotty doesn't know, Scotty doesn't know, uh-oh, Scotty doesn't know. It's just like catchy, you know? I love Apples. Anyways, after that, Brock goes into how, you know, he was trying to I don't know. I don't think defend is the right word to use. I think Brock was trying to explain that he was extending grace to Sandoval, and he really was like kind of the only one in the group doing that, which kind of makes sense because Brock really doesn't have that much of a leg in this game. Like he didn't even know that James and Kristen slept together. Hello. Even we all know that. So Brock, get it together. But I guess because of that, we can, I mean, for me at least, I feel like we can excuse Brock trying. Sheena, on the other hand, don't forget, Tom Sandoval said on the reunion last year that Sheena punched Raquel. Why she's like so concerned about salvaging this relationship is bizarre to me. But let's go. Oh, wait. And then Andy asks Ariana how she feels about that. And Ariana, you know, like the pro that she is, she answers with grace, doesn't really throw any shade or anything. She's just, yeah, it is what it is. And just gonna keep on moving on, I guess. Okay. Oh my gosh. I made a mistake. I thought this next extended clip was only this short bit of them showing how long Ariana's boyfriend Daniel's hair is, and they were like, it's past his crack, which that was kind of shocking to me. I didn't know it was past his crack. I've never had my hair that long, and I always have long hair. But good for him, whatever. He looked hot, yada yada. We know that. What I couldn't get over in this part is Lala saying, look at your fine looking ass with your long hair. Ugh. I can't. I hate when she does this. It's getting worse for me every time. And this is what my kid must feel like because she's so triggered every time she sees Lala. Anytime Prison Mike says anything, she doesn't even have to say anything sometimes. Popping off. She's trying to get fucked. But Lala, please. I'm trying to root for you. Please. And we need an explanation on the Prison Mike outfit. I should have put a little slide in here for that. The next scene, this actually was kind of sad. Schwarz gets emotional when discussing his relationship with Katie.
Yeah.
So
Katie, when Schwarz made his...
They mentioned that part in San Francisco when Schwarz, propositions Katie to order a bunch of junk food and just, as Katie likes to say, rot in bed. She said that's so intimate and it's her favorite thing to do. Ugh, I love that too. For some reason, I feel like I would have a good time if I was rotting in bed between them. Even though I'm mad at Schwarz, but I love Katie. I feel like their friendship has grown and it would be maybe enjoyable to just rot with them in bed and scroll on our phones. I'd be down. Maybe that should be a BravoCon experience. I'll add it to the list because my last wish list item is a 3-way makeout sesh with Zach Wickham and Kristen Doty in the bushes at Big Bear. Don't you think that'd be hilarious? I think they'd be down for it. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of sad at the end of this clip because Ward starts to cry, tear up, and even Katie did a little bit. And I like how they left this clip because Schwarz was saying how, he doesn't regret it. Katie said she doesn't regret it. And they had really good times. And that's the only way, that's a healthy way to look at things and just move on, I feel like, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Madeline, I see you in the chat. Okay, next clip is Andy asked Tom about helping Sheena out with her performances at Kyle Chan's party. So I thought about this. The way that they showed this scene, I know what it takes for audio equipment and everything. It's a lot of work, especially for a band. And if you're starting from scratch, there's no stage or there's, no equipment at all. I don't know if that was the case for this party, but it is a significant amount of work. And I'm just wondering, because Sheena's putting so much weight into it, oh my God, look at what he did for me. Did Sandoval do this for Sheena? Or did he do it for Kyle Chan? Because this is Kyle Chan's party. Kyle volunteered Sandoval to help him be the event coordinator, the free project manager or whatever. So who's he doing this favor for? Is it a twofer? Because we know Sandoval likes to give gifts. He's very generous and in an attempt to what most of us think is to buy a friendship. I don't know. Who knows? But I feel like Sheena is taking too much weight on this gesture from Sandoval. It's okay, Kyle put him in charge of this, so That's part of his job. The last extended clip is LVP says she just really wants Ariana to respond to text messages. The way she worded it made it sound like she said, everyone really cares about you and we all felt your pain and it would be nice if you could just respond back to us. And what I got out of that, what I read between the lines was Lisa's pissed that Ariana doesn't respond to her text messages. She's like, when are you going to call me back, girl? I don't know. Does Lisa even care? Would she? I feel like Lisa has already expected Vanderpump Rules to be paused or canceled, and that's why she's all in on Vanderpump. What is it? Vanderpump Villa? I started watching it and I stopped halfway through the season because I'm like, I don't want to watch this. It felt very bootleg. Just saying. So what else? What else do we have? Okay, let's move on to the after show. The after show episode description is the Valley and Vanderpump Rules cast discuss Kristen and Jax's evolution or lack thereof. I did really feel like this was this after show episode was a heavy integration between Vanderpump Rules and the Valley. They're really trying to, feels like, offload to the Valley. Like maybe this is their last chance because I don't know. Are they going to do another after show for the Valley? Because that's still going. I think we have 2 more episodes, right? Also, on top of this content, I'm already struggling to keep up, but we also have Ariana on the Disrespectfully pod with Katie and Dana. So I have to listen to that too. Probably talk about it tomorrow. But let's just go through the main parts of the after show. So the first one is Brittany Cartwright says that Jax Taylor is a great father, but he's still Jax. I mean, she knew what she was getting into when she married him. Why do I still feel bad for Brittany? I feel like there's no reason to feel bad for Brittany if you look at the facts. Hello, girl, he's on a show. We all saw him. You claim you didn't watch the show, but I said this yesterday. Why on earth, if you guys start dating somebody who's been on a reality show, at least watch one episode, something. Go through some tweets. I don't know, anything. Do a little due diligence. I'm running background checks, credit reports. Let me see your Equifax and Experian. I need to see it all. But yeah, Jax, I can't. Then the next part is Jessie Lally on Kristen Doute's evolution. She's gotten way worse. I said this. I think I tweeted this last night after watching The Valley. Jessie is an asshole. Plain and simple, the man is an asshole. He actually reminds me of somebody, I won't say who, who's also lived in Boston. That's where Jessie's from. And is also a Caucasian man. Hetero, quote unquote, straight. And they both act the same, very entitled, privileged, and clueless. Completely ignorant on their entitlement and privilege. WMS, white man syndrome. All right, anyways. Why is Kristen Doute worse? I don't think she's worse. I think she's better. I think she's just right. I'm loving Kristen. So Jessie, yeah, I just flipped you off, Jessie. Take that. And your Harry Styles costume was stupid. It looked awful. I feel better now. Okay, the next section. Tom Sandoval admits he's pretty jealous of Jax Taylor's restaurant. So in this section, Jax goes on to explain the business side of his bar. And essentially, he didn't have to put any money up front. some guys who already had or have 9 restaurants that are running. They approached Jack's because they were running Roscoe's and there was an empty space next door, and it was being used for as like a venue space, so like private parties or events or whatever. But then they approached Jax about opening it as like a regular thing, and him being like the face and like getting people in, and they went 50-50 on this. So I think he's already making money. If the business is profiting, then he's already making money. And Sandoval and Schwarz were like, just obviously. I mean, what are you going to do? Jax obviously learned from Schwarz and Sandy. Blah. I hate saying that. Scumbag and cheaters! I'll never forget that sledgehammer getting stuck. I think I peed myself live on IG watching that with you all, some of you. All right, next section. Katie Maloney asks Ariana Maddox if she wants to cry all the time. So I think Jeremiah was asking them about Allie's astrology party. And because, by the way, Ariana knew everything about her sign. She's like, my planets in the 5th moon, whatever. Like, I don't know any of that stuff, but she had it all down. I didn't understand any of it. And apparently because of some of her signs, that makes her want to, or it enhances her emotional state at times and could lead to her crying more often than other people. And Katie asked her, I don't even remember what her answer was. I think she said something like, yeah, of course I want to cry, but doesn't mean I do. Something along those lines. Go watch it. This is for extra depth, not for like first time viewing. Okay. Next section. Jax Taylor defends introducing Luke Broderick to Kristen Doty's ex-boyfriend. Okay. So we're talking about the Valley right now. There was that guys' night. Jax invites Alex. Kristen is bugging out, saying, I don't want my ex near my family or anyone. Rightfully so. Luke was bugging out too. He's like, I've seen the messages this guy has written to her, and like, I don't want to have anything to do with him. So Jax tries to explain himself, and of course, he's got a good PR answer, like, oh, I thought it would be helpful. I was doing it with good intention. Okay, whatever. He's so messy. I mean, I'm not even mad at him for being messy, but like, Jax is somebody who likes to give people whiplash. Like, one minute he's here, I'm never getting a divorce. Next minute he's got his H-cup girlfriend saying she's pregnant. Feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Okay. Moving on. That was ridiculous. Tom Schwarz reveals he needs a break from Tom Sandoval. Don't we all? I don't even remember this part. Obviously wasn't very eventful. Yeah, thank you, Captain Obvious. You definitely need a break. You need to get away from this man because you are a battered wife. Leave him alone. It's a battered wife. Okay, moving on again. Brittany Cartwright gives an update on her family's beer cheese recipe. I found this to be interesting. She said that some people are coming in to Jax's. They're making big orders where they'll order like 10 orders, bring it home, freeze it. So the question came up of, I don't even think the question came up, but they're already thinking about packaging it and freezing it. I would think from a business standpoint, you'd want to get that like frozen in Costco or Sam's Club or BJ's or whatever, something like that. That would be a good next step. And I think Brittany should own that part of the business. which reminds me of a Trader Joe's story. I don't know if this is true, but I heard that the reason Trader Joe's has cheap alcohol for sale is because in the divorce between Joe, Trader Joe, and his wife, they agreed that she would own the liquor sales of the business of Trader Joe's. So, to be spiteful, he put the cost basically at whatever, like, wholesale price, so that it's cheap. People come in, they buy other things. It's a win-win for him out of spite, which is such a dick move. But I hope Brittany owns this part of the business because it's Mama's beer cheese. It is from her family, and Mama is even shipping all the spices in the proper quantity, and so that nobody knows the trade secret, shipping it to Jax's, the restaurant, for them to make there. So, Brittany, do not mess this up. Oh, these two. James Kennedy calls the Rocky boat ride the best of his life. James Kennedy is so funny. And this is, again, another inner childlike view into James. Like, I just feel like there's no other way to look at him than like a little kid. They show him on the boat. He said at one point he was like in the air. Then he goes, imagine if I fell out of the boat. That could have happened. That boat was looking a little rocky. It was like the boat ride from hell on Real Housewives of New York with Tinsley, Ramona, Sonia screaming, "It's not normal!" Tinsley's like, "It's normal!" Oh my God. I need to go watch that episode. Oh, it's funny every single time. So good. Okay, moving on. Sheena Shea calls being blocked by Jax Taylor a rite of passage. I guess Jax has Brock blocked as of right now. I didn't go check, but Brock said that on the reunion last night, and I knew this when I started my account. Like, Jax was already known for being a notorious blocker before I started Bravo and Blaze. So I was just like treading very lightly, like walking on eggshells. If I ever talked about Jax Taylor, I did not want to get blocked, and I haven't been blocked yet. So I think mission accomplished. Or should I try to get blocked? No, I don't want to get blocked. Do I? Maybe I do. Okay, let's move on. The Valley and Vanderpump Rules cast compare West Hollywood and the Valley. Okay, if you want to see major douchebaggery, I'll say, from Jesse Lally, this is the clip to watch, because he's like, I can just walk down to Chateau Marmont and have, a $20,000 dinner. He's so annoying. It would be one thing. I don't mind if people are bougie, but I hate when people are like ignorantly bougie. Like, just have some awareness. And I'm not talking like Monica Garcia, Lisa Barlow's $70,000 ring that she lost. Like, I thought Monica took it to another level that was unnecessary. But Jesse doesn't even have like an ounce of awareness, I feel like. I might do a whole episode on how much I hate Jesse. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Maybe. We'll see. Yes, tell us how you really feel. Bravo taglines. Good to see you here. Yay. All right. We're on our last section of the after show. What changes have Jesse and Michelle made for their relationship? So I don't know if this was filmed or recorded before they announced their separation. I think they were already separated, and I don't even remember what they said, but it sounds like And oh, Michelle and Janet were on Sheena's podcast last week. So we definitely got some inside information there too, because she was saying how she felt like Jesse, when he gets mad at her for something, like he will act out. And she felt like his behavior on Watch What Happens Live kind of reflected that because he got mad at her for something right before he filmed. So I don't know. I just can't stand Jesse. Jesse. So that is all I had time for this since yesterday. A lot has gone on. Like I said, we still have a Secrets Revealed. I need to go watch that. And what else? We have the Valley we need to talk about. So I'll be going live tomorrow. Wait, today is Wednesday. I'm all confused because of Memorial Day. Today is Wednesday, so tomorrow is Thursday. We'll be live at 1 p.m. Oh, we also have Summer House tomorrow night. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to that. I guess with Vanderpump Rules ending, we can focus on Summer House. There's a lot going on there. And Carl's scaring me. I'm like nervous about him. What do you guys think? Bravo taglines. Jesse trying to get his wife to do the deed was so cringy. Oh my God. So Michelle told the story of how they first hooked up, like it was a booty call, and she still had the outfit. I couldn't believe that she, number one, wore the exact outfit and also is just like completely fine with sharing this information. It's wild to me. And oh my God, Jesse's Harry Styles was so bad. I kind of want him to get tattoos just to like, I don't know, make it official that he's a douchebag. I'm so mean right now. I don't like Jesse. I'm sorry. But okay, that's all we got for today. Make sure you subscribe, follow, share, like, leave a comment, and 5-star rating for Bravo and Blaze on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to follow on social media at Bravo and Blaze. We will be here again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern to review the Secrets Revealed episode on Peacock. Until then, stay lit, y'all.